work, because looking at how it works and looking at the content of it is a natural thing. And FDA always approves something that is natural because it doesn't have any side effects. You can use it and there won't be any side effects of it. So based on that, I'm going to collect 50 million, a bonus, once the FDA approves it. So I
Okay.
didn't know maybe that offer is okay by you.
Yes, you want 15 million bonus and 20 million upfront, if I'm right.
Yes, you are correct.
Okay. Looking at that option out of the other options, uh, uh, I would say it's okay, but I don't think it's the best you you can get, especially looking at the fact that zinc-it team, we are the one investing our money to get the FDA approval and also to get these drugs, market the drug, and the business side of this. So yeah, good fortune, we were able to discover this drug. So and certainly you also discover more drugs. So I think this is your first deal, and so your risks are quite low relative to us that we've been in this business. So if you are looking at this option B, which is you're getting an upfront of 20 million, that's 20 million naira upfront. You know, that is a lot of $20 million upfront is a lot of cash, like upfront cash. So they're getting 20 million upfront and also getting a bonus of 15 million. So I think your motivation it's which you are, I think that's your major motivation. And I'm thinking what of use this option A, which is $5 million upfront, which since you believe that you have a greater chance of 60% of getting FDA approval. I don't know why you didn't go for option A. But our team would rather give you option A, considering the fact that you said you have 60% probability that this will fly through and you will get the FDA approval. Otherwise, we also have option E, which is 12 million naira upfront and $20 million bonus. So your option B is really tricky. What about the one we prefer to offer is option E? Because looking at it, we have 20 for option E, we have 12 million naira upfront, which is a good deal. That's considering the fact that that money we are looking at 12 million naira in the whole deal. Let's get the finance. Let's give it some of the finance in the whole deal. We are expecting a 120 million naira profit, right?
Yeah.
And if
I
if you
won't
get
be able
FD,
to accept the option A due to two reasons. Remember, one clients have shown interest in buying the products, and
okay,
the agreement is they
yes,
are going to pay 20 million upfront.
okay,
But
okay,
they are
upfront,
not
right?
after,
Okay.
yes, they are not after FDA approval. And
Okay.
if provincially FDA approved the products, you have a lot to gain, which is you have, like, at the end of the whole process, you'll be able to acquire 120 million. And I believe that from that 20 million, the total value of 29 million, which is upfront of 20 million, and the bonus, which is 60% of 15 million.
Okay.
So you're going to give me 9 million. So everything is going to be now $29 million. You have, if you remove that amount from what you are going to gain, it's just a little. So I'm sure you are going to earn more than what I've been requested for.
Okay, you are saying you already have an offer from another company of 20 million naira. Okay. Okay, so
Yes.
let me not give you option E. What about if you already have 20 million offer? What about option C? That's already 20 million upfront, and that is also at par with the offer you got from the other company. So we're also giving that 20 million upfront too. What about that?
The which is going to be 20 million upfront and 10 million bonus, right?
Yes. Yes.
Mm, looking at such, then we are going to make an agreement, and then as well, if provincially we agreed on this, then maybe at a time in 2 years to this time, I won't mind if I can get like 2 million or 1 million for 2 years more after this deal.
You want in 2 years you want to get 2 million extra.
Like 2 million
2 million
extra, yes.
extra. Okay, so that's 26
Yes.
million plus 2, that's 28 million extra.
Yes. Now, looking at it now, I can say I've removed like 3 million out of the bonus.
Okay.
So
Okay.
do we have a deal? Is that okay by you?
Okay. I would say that sounds okay, but if you want to look at our expected from this whole project, we are proposing, look, if we get our profit, let's look at our expected profit. If we don't get an approval, the approval, we are going to sell it as a supplement, which is what you don't want, right? And if we sell it as a supplement, that will cost us 20 million. That's the revenue, be 20 million naira, right? And that is what we don't want. So if you look at 20 million naira times, and we think that this drug has a probability of getting FDA approval by 10%, which you said 60%, but we think, within our experience, we think 10% is perfect. So 10%, which we think times 120 million naira if we get the FDA approval, then plus 20% plus 0.9% times 20 million naira if we don't get the FDA approval, that is equals to 30 million naira. So we are looking at, not, if this deal says true, we are looking at 30 million naira gross profit from this whole deal. So it's also, look, you have to also look at profit, because you definitely are not going to be having any costs, any associated costs. You're just going to be having profit. So that's what we are looking at. Okay, since you said you already have an offer of 20 million naira from another company, but you are not looking at in that offer because they are just proposing selling as a supplement, but you want to sell it as a medicine. So okay, we have two options that meets that requirement, B and C. And so we said, okay, why don't you choose C, 20 million naira upfront, 10 million naira bonus, and that gives you 26 million naira expected from this deal. So we think that's quite fair because we'll have our expected value at 9 million. So that's 6:9. And that is fair. We think it's fair. Okay, if you add 2 to that, you have 9, we have 7, which is not balanced. So we say, okay, we can, what about the C option?
Seems that you want to take advantage of being, because you're a pharmacist and you want to use that as an advantage of me. But no problem, I'm okay with that. Let's go for option C then.
All right.
So I'm going to consult my lawyer then to